Superman 3 nearly featured Brainiac, gave one future member of Clark Kent's family a very different role, and used cutting-edge video game technology for one of its biggest action scenes. Here are 10 real facts hiding behind Christopher Reeve's strangest Superman adventure. Fact 10. The original story was almost unrecognizable. Before the finished film existed, producer Ilya Salkind developed a version featuring Brainiac, Mr. Mxyzptlk, and Supergirl. Salkind later confirmed that the plan included Brainiac's bottled cities. The studio rejected that direction, but traces of a machine-driven villain survived in the final supercomputer plot. Fact 9. Richard Pryor effectively talked himself into the movie. According to Salkind, Pryor praised the Superman films during an appearance on The Tonight Show. Someone connected with the production saw it, and the story was reshaped to bring Pryor aboard as Gus Gorman. A television appearance helped redirect an entire superhero sequel. Fact 8. Christopher Reeve was finally billed first. Look carefully at the opening credits. Superman 3 was the first film in the series to give Reeve top billing. In the first two pictures, established stars Marlon Brando and Gene Hackman appeared ahead of him. By the third film, Superman himself finally led the cast list. Fact 7. Reeve's return required a new negotiation. Stories sometimes claim Christopher Reeve simply refused to make the film. Producer Pierre Spengler gave a more precise account. Reeve had an older multi-picture agreement, but both sides renegotiated it for Superman 3. That makes the production story less dramatic than the rumour, but more accurate. Fact 6. Lois Lane's tiny role was not, according to the producers, revenge. Another long-running story says Margot Kidder was punished for criticising Richard Donner's removal. Salkind denied that explanation, saying the film simply moved away from the Lois and Superman romance. Whatever viewers make of that decision, the retaliation story remains disputed, not an established fact. Fact 5. Metropolis and Smallville were both Canadian. Many exteriors were filmed in Alberta. Calgary doubled for Metropolis, while High River supplied the Smallville material. Pinewood Studios in England handled much of the studio work. The movie's American cities were assembled from Canadian streets and British soundstages. Fact 4. One fire sequence was built from two countries. The chemical plant rescue looks like a single location, but production records split it across Alberta and Pinewood. Exterior fire material was filmed at the Alberta Turbo site, while the acid room and shots of Superman walking through flames with Jimmy were completed at Pinewood. Fact 3. Atari spent months making the missile game. The Canyon attack was not merely designed to resemble an arcade game. Atari artists created its computer animation, working for roughly 4 months. They layered graphics at different speeds to suggest depth, an approach described as 2.5D, years before modern real-time 3D became normal. Fact 2. Its payroll scam became a movie reference of its own. Gus's first crime collects fractions of a cent left over by the payroll computer. 16 years later, Office Space used a strikingly similar scheme. Its characters explicitly acknowledged the source by saying it had been done in Superman 3. That is not fan speculation. The reference is in the later film's screenplay. Fact 1. Lana Lang later became Superman's mother. Annette O'Toole plays Clark's former schoolmate Lana Lang here. 18 years later, she returned to Superman mythology in Smallville, this time as Martha Kent, Clark's adoptive mother. One performer went from being Clark's old romantic interest to raising a different version of him. So, which surprises you more? The Brainiac version that never happened, or Atari quietly helping to build one of Hollywood's earliest video game sequences? Tell us below and subscribe for more verified stories from Superman's screen history.